Hi friends! If you've ever looked at someone with sister locks, or just locks in general, and thought, how did they get there? This pulse is for you. Today we're diving into the natural interlocking process, not just from a spiritual lens, even though we love that, but from a structural, scientific perspective. Because sister locks is not just a hairstyle. I say it often. It is a microscopic masterpiece in motion, as well as the original micro-locking system. So let's get into it. Phase 1, the coil. This is where it all begins, with your starter locks, and when your strands just start forming their individual foundations. You can picture it like the blueprint stage. The hair is freshly interlocked and begins its journey of internal structuring. Depending on your natural curl pattern, this phase can be pretty different. With the tighter coils, they may clump and begin matting at the ends fairly quickly. With medium coils, they tend to spring into shape a little slower, but still beautiful, defined, and they can be prone to slippage if not supported early on. As well as with the looser curl patterns, they may not show any visible coiling at all. That does not mean it's not working. It's just happening, and the process is happening in a deeper level in the strand. Little science sidebar, if you will. Think of it like twisting rope or a bundle of string. As it turns, it begins reinforcing itself. That's the core idea behind this stage. Tension and structure equals strength. Your hair is literally learning how to hold itself together. Which brings us to phase 2, encasement. Now that the initial shape is forming, your strands begin wrapping, anchoring, and building their own support system. This is where your locks start developing a more unified texture. The hair begins to encase, essentially wrapping itself around itself, creating internal and external strength. Those, again, with tighter textures usually move through this phase a little bit more quickly, whereas the medium and looser textures, you'll likely spend a little more time here. I was one of those, and that's completely normal. Think of it as weaving a new identity, not just stylistically, but spiritually. Your crown is learning to hold space for itself. Let it. And phase 3, the tight lock, which is like just a uniform matting. And this is where things get and look real. This is the culmination of structure, time, commitment, consistency. The locks feel firmer and denser and just more uniform. They're no longer becoming. They just are. For tighter coils, this phase may arrive in just a couple months. Medium patterns may take half a year or more, and the looser textures can take well over a year, sometimes 2 or more, to complete this final stage. But it's not about the timeline. Again, there's no rush. It's about the trust, the process. Every lock is an energetic thread of remembrance. Each phase holds lessons in patience, in presence, and in partnership with you and your hair. And this is exactly why regular retightenings matter so much. Watch yesterday's for more. You're not just maintaining appearance. You're supporting integrity, reinforcing the structure, and encouraging each lock to complete its journey. And you don't have to go super small. There's more than one way to walk this path, as there ought to be. There's Sisterlocks XL, which are a bit bigger, which means fewer locks, larger partings, somewhat easier maintenance. And then Brotherlocks, even bigger. But don't let the names fool you. I will say it every single time. They're all gender fluid. Choose what works for your crown, your life, and your energy. All right? Be sure to catch, again, yesterday's Pulse if you missed it. We covered maintenance, retightenings, and how to stay consistent with ease. And stay tuned for tomorrow as we explore the emotional and energetic shifts that often arise as the locks settle and self expands. Don't forget, I am offering introductory rates for establishments in Sisterlocks, Sisterlocks XL, and Brotherlocks, as well as retightenings in all three, located in Jackson, Michigan, with travel options, with an approved private location. And if you've been feeling the call, or if you've been on the fence, this might be your sign. Don't miss these introductory rates before they're gone. Let's honor your hair's rhythm, its story, and strength. Let's walk this sacred timeline together. Come get locked in healing with me, one strand at a time. Have an amazing everything.